Hello and welcome back to Farming Simulator 22 and the Survival Series. So it's December and you can see the snow is on its way. Hopefully it won't be anywhere near what we've been accustomed to, but we're still due a bit of snow. So with it being December, that means that we're going to be selling some hay. I'm also going to try in this episode to sell all the silage, so we're going to have to progress into January. And then we're going to try and take a few of these logs. Now, I'm going to move these logs out the way, probably in between this episode and the next, but this is technically the final episode of this second year on this map. So we're going to have to try at least to get everything sold that we can. We obviously can't sell the soybeans because the soybeans are going to be later on in the next year, but I do want to try and give myself a bit of cash, some kind of reserve to go into obviously me doing some work on the farm. So my plan is to obviously move these logs out of the way. We're going to have a field here, and I did also mention that we're going to put some sheds down and anything we can. But I'll be doing that in between this episode and the next. So hopefully by the start of the next episode we'll be on to year 3 and we'll have some improvements. But we've obviously got a lot of work to do first. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to carry on just loading these up. We're going to sell one load of logs just to make our life a little bit easier. I mean, there is a lot to move, there really is, but yeah, we can get, if we can get like at least, I'd say, I'm probably going to aim for about 4 loads to sell. And if I can sell 4 loads, I think that'll give me some good money as well to go on top of the silage and the hay. Now the hay isn't going to be that much, but we'll obviously find that out soon, but I'm not expecting too much from the hay. But the silage, because we've got a load of bales, and I don't think I'm going to be able to get to there. No, it doesn't look like I am. Yeah, because we've got a lot of bales and obviously the bunker full, I'm expecting some good cash from that, I really am. If I can aim, I mean, I might be really optimistic with this, but I'm going to aim for 50,000. Now, that is probably a bit extreme. I am playing on hard difficulty, and we're not talking like we've got a load of silage. We've got a lot, but not what you can get. I mean, like 500,000 litres in a bunker. Some fields you can mow and you can get some big silage bales. They are the smaller silage bales, 3,500 litres, so there isn't, yeah, I think I'm being basically optimistic, so, but you may as well be optimistic, because, let's aim big, eh? Hopefully that's grabbed. Nope, we'll get these 2. I'm not going to take 1 again, we're going to get these 2, definitely, he says. Let's just drag them away. Too heavy. It's too heavy. We'll have 1 more go, and then if not, we're going to have to take 1. Come on, you can do this. There we go. Somehow it's pinched it. Now, I'm taking the chunkier logs here. Could have gone for this first pile, but it's kind of in the way, really. I should have probably reversed back the Landini. But the chunkier logs bring in more cash, so we're going to try and take a load of them. And as we saw in the last episode, the Landini flew up the hill, so I'm intrigued to see how it performs when we've actually got a full trail load. I'm going to try and give this a bit of stress now and see how it performs. So let's top this last bit up with some of the smaller logs. And we'll get straight to selling the hay. We're going to probably use, it doesn't really matter really, but we've got the truck that I purchased in the last episode. We've got some hay bales on that. We've also got a trail load of hay that we need to take, and I'll probably might use John Deere for that. It's not like it needs much power for that. Fastest tractor probably will be better with that, with it being just going to the store. Right, so you know what, I could probably get 1 more on there, but I think I'm going to be pushing it. But why not? Let's try. Now the silage, selling the silage is going to be a big job, it really is. It's with us having more this time and not the biggest trailer. It's going to be a big job. I mean, we could have got, in fact we could have actually tried to purchase a bigger trailer. I did think about it, but with the money I need for what improvements I want to do, I don't think it's the best thing to probably do right now. Right, let's see if we can just get this on. Just about got this to grab. So this is a bit of a risk. I think it's going to drop off. Nope, we're alright so far. Do you know what? I'm happy with that. I think we've pushed the limit. That's not too bad. So let's jump into the Landini, strap it up, and off we go. Now this is a full load, so this is testing it now completely. How is it going to perform? If it flies up now, then we know we're pretty much set. Right, so as you can tell, we're a bit slower, but in all fairness, this is perfectly fine. This is flying up the hill compared to what we used to. Now I have got the speed set to kilometers an hour just because I was using the course plate, and sometimes it's just easier to put it in kilometers an hour so you can see the width of the implement in meters. I do wish that you could have miles per hour and still meters in course plate. I don't understand why it has to be feet if you choose miles per hour. Hopefully that will eventually just get noticed and changed, in all honesty, but we'll see. Right, so as you noticed, that was easy enough. So full load like this, I'm expecting pretty good return on this one. It's certainly quite a lot. There we go, 9,500. That's brought us up really well. We've also got 3 pallets here that we should probably find a way of transporting and selling soon, because they're just sitting there, and that is some good money. Yeah, the planks are pretty good cash, and if we had a better way of transporting pallets without using autoload, because I do want to try and avoid autoload completely in this series, then I'll eventually probably invest in some kind of forklift that's works pretty well. I have found that some of the mods don't work too good compared to the base game models of the forklifts, so we'd have to go with the base game one. So I think that's enough when it comes to logging. We've brought up the cash, but let's go and sort out the hay now. Right, so I've decided to carry on using the Landini. We're going to take the hay bales up with that on the trailer. It's about 81,000 litres on that trailer, I'm sure of it. So now what we need to do is send this 40,000 up to the store at the same time with a bit of auto drive. So let's drive to the shop, let that go. Now, in fact, what I should do with that... Come back! Come back! Ah. Anyway, let's do it like this. We need to change the vehicle cornering speed on this one because it's obviously got quite a lot of bales on. And yeah, it goes 145 miles an hour. So we probably want to adjust these speeds down to a modest 60. And this one as well. I don't know which one it is. I think this is working speed, but I don't know which one it's going to determine as the correct speed to use. So I just rather do that. And it is kilometers an hour, that is, as well, I think now. I'm sure of it. There we go. So we'll see if we can catch him up, but I doubt it. I mean, it is a fast motor after all, but we need to also take our time on the corners because, like I said, 81,000 litres of hay. It's probably really heavy in real life, so you'd want to take your time. Right, so here we are. Let's see how much we return. So let's just first check the price, make sure we are doing the right thing here. So hey, peaks in November, December time, which is pretty good. Where we are, 59, which is, well, the maximum is 61, so I'm happy with that. So let's just take the straps off on this. There we go, so we got £5,000, which is what I expected with hay. It really doesn't return quite a bit. But that is quite promising, in all fairness, with the amount that we should get from the silage. So let's take this back to the grass fields, because we're going to need this when we load up the silage. And then we'll finally do this. There we go. Same again, this is obviously not going to return anywhere near what we just got then, but it's still some good money, and we're up to 16,000. So there we go, we got 2,500, so we've done pretty well there. That's £7,500 around, let's just say, with the actual hay. And hay's always just a small earner. Compared to silage, it is a small earner. So let's see if we can catch this guy up, overtake him, we'll take this back, park it up, and then we're going to have to come up with some serious plan to sell the silage. Easy. Right, so I'm going to use both these trailers to load up these silage bales. We're going to try and just maximise what we did. Now, last time I squeezed them on, it was a bit of a pain basically, so I'm not going to put as many on this time with this. The good thing about this can travel at really good speeds, so we don't need to worry too much about that. We just need to try and just let this help us out a bit. So this should park up. Not sure where he's going, to be honest. Let's just figure out why he's done that. Now maybe I need to adjust the course a bit there. I think it is. It's not coming from that direction. Whoa, that was a bad reverse by me. Yeah, it's not coming from that direction, so I need to make a bit of a change there, so I'll make sure to do that. But this can just plonk somewhere in the field while we stack these up. It's going to take some time to stack these bales up. It really is. I'm going to keep probably 4 for myself, just for when we get the animals, because I do want to get some cows. But the rest we're going to have to try and sell. Now, thinking about the silage in the bunker, it'd be really good if I had a second trailer, because what I could do is set an auto drive loop up with both vehicles kind of spaced out pretty well, and then I can just keep loading them up, and then as soon as they fall they can head off, sell the silage, come back, and by that time hopefully I've filled up the second one. Probably wouldn't happen. They probably might queue up a bit and wait for me, just because we are running quite a small bucket on this wheel loader, but I think that's probably the most efficient way. But the problem is I haven't got a second trailer, and there was one on offer in the previous episode, I think it was, and it's now not on offer, and we haven't got a trailer to try and find on offer again, so that's a bit of a pain. So we're going to have to just do it single trailer, which is, yeah, it's going to take some time, it really is. So I might have to obviously do some jump cuts for that, because I still want to try and maintain this episode being at the same speed. I don't think they're going to load off together. Not, as you can tell. So drop them. Do it again. Yeah, this is a pain already. Too close together on that one. There we go. So that should now drop off perfectly. So what I'll do is I'll get stacking these up. I'll load both these trailers up to the max. And then we'll get them sold. Right, so I am trying here to pretty much go a bit crazy with this, and so far it's working. It really is. I've got one bale there. I have stacked 2 3s up over there, and then the 5 that I'm going to keep over there. So let's see if we can get another 3 on the other side of this, and then if we can, that is a crazy pyramid that we're going to take. But it'll make our life easier. It really will. And this is why I like bales over the bunker, just because of the fact if you have got a big trailer and a massive wheel loader, let's say, that's got a massive bucket, it just means that per trip you can actually handle more silage. So let's see if we can do this. I think we can. It's going to be a bit of a strange journey. We're going to have to take our time. That bale, let's not bounce off. I have found that they do try and bounce off. But this wheel loader is actually pretty good. It does the job really well, and the reach is pretty good, especially if you stack them first and then get them obviously from the bottom. Let me just try to line that up a bit better. Whoa, that's it. You sit there. And that's the maximum reach it's got. So we're going to have to just try and be very that bale's going to want to drop off a bit. There we go. Happy days. It's actually worked. So if we can just give them a bit of a nudge back into place, I'll be happy. I think that should do the trick. That really should do the trick. So let's strap these up now properly. And finally that one. There we go. How good's that? So now, when the silage is ready, I think it's like 99% fermented. Last time I looked, it was 99. So it's probably going to be that or 100. I'd expect it to be about the same, to be honest. Yeah, so 99% fermented. But if we have a quick look again, you can see that January is where we really want to be. 190, we're at 185. It is coming down. So I'd say we're going to have to, yes, at least sleep through the month. But what we can do, because I had another idea about having 2 trailers on the go, is, let's just turn that off, is we have got this. So what I'm thinking is, can I pick silage up with this and send this at the same time? Because even though this is really slow, and it will take a while, it's just some extra trips that it can do. It might only take 2 trips, you know, it probably won't do much. But when you see the load we've got silage wise, we need to try and speed this up a bit. Yeah, we just need to try and be as efficient as possible, I'd say. So there you go, we've got a load of silage, and if we open up the F1 menu now, you can see that we've got 222,000 litres in here, which is, yeah, it's a shed ton, it really is. So let's drop this down and see. It does actually take some. That's pretty good news. Oh, I don't know why. There you go. Won't go forward. So it is going to be difficult to grab some. I think this is like maxed out now. It's too heavy. Yeah, it doesn't want to move. So we are. It's fine when it's got the grass in, but as soon as it turns to silage, it seems like. There you go. That's now 100%, and it's taken a good chunk. In all fairness, it has taken a good chunk. But as you can tell, the speed is horrendous. I mean, I could send this now up to the shop, and it probably won't get there by the time I've slept through December. In fact, it's not too bad. I think it was just the gears. It was getting stuck in the gears. But at least we've got a load, so we can send that up, and we can also keep doing that. So that helps a bit. Yes, it's only 11,000 because I have changed it back to the original mod when I was modifying it. So I do need to increase that back to around 20-odd thousand like I did before. But I think for this episode, we'll just keep it as it is. But yeah, that helps out. It really does. So obviously now we're just playing a waiting game. We need to progress time and get into the month of January. Hopefully there won't be too much snow because that will make things a little bit difficult. I'm not expecting it because I have reverted back to the normal no man's land map and the way the environment works on that. So fingers crossed we don't get crazy amounts of snow. Well, there's only one way to find out. Right, so it did happen. We got a lot of snow. A hell of a lot of snow. Yeah. This is crazy. I didn't expect to get this much snow this time around, but we've obviously, yeah, hit the jackpot when it comes to snow. Now, I am getting a bit of flashing trees. Now, I know we all know about this. This is something that does happen every now and again, but every now and again you can see the trees are flashing when it snows, so that is a bit of a shame, because it does ruin the way it looks. But let's send this up to the store now, because it's going to take its time. We may as well get it going. And yeah, get this silage sold. I have checked the price and it's at 190. Look at them trees, man. What is that about? Holy moly. So we'll follow up. We'll obviously go in the Landini. I'm hoping this will work a treat. This is now becoming a bit of a challenge, but with these tyres, let's hope that this, yeah, it's not too bad. I'm glad it doesn't clip them branches. I really am. Let's look at the size of that. Mental. We're going to have to overtake him, aren't we? In fact, what we'll do is we'll send the truck up as well. We'll have to send him up, probably in front. Now this isn't going to stop. Come on. Just about got there. So I don't know how the truck's going to perform as well, because it is quite beefy. At least this guy's not going to slide around. I mean, look at him. He's snailing about, so we don't have to worry about him. But what a nice scene. Look at that. Looks really nice with the sun and the snow. Now when we get there, we will set up a proper loop so we can send the trailer going. I'm going to take these silage bales. We have got a few up there still, and the 5 we're going to keep. But yeah, the main priority is just getting some of this silage sold. Well, the price is good, and we're sitting at around 20,000 anyway. The remaining amount of planks that I was storing have sold. I just told them to sell instead of putting them in pallet form. So we have still got the 3 pallets to take, the planks, but yeah, we sold the rest. It brought us up about £2,000. Jesus, this is. I'm glad these shock absorbers work. I'll tell you that. I think we might need to pay for the dealership to come out again with its snow plough equipment, but we'll see how we get on. Hopefully, if we use auto drive and do the loading, it shouldn't have too much of an impact. Right, so here we are. Bales is over here. Now that, I'm sure that's the sell point for loose silage, so we'll have to set that up properly in a second. The guy's nowhere near anyway, so we don't have to rush. I honestly think the reason why the best price to sell silage is in January is because they know it snows. So we got 13,709, which has brought us to it's brought us a bit close to where we want to be with the £50,000 mark. That's what I'm aiming for now. So that's not too bad. So let's sell these, and we won't send him back just yet because we know we've got that guy on the road. There we go, another £4,000, pretty good going, and that's close to 20,000. So we are probably going to be around the 50,000 mark in all fairness, which is great news. So let's have a look at auto drive now, and I will do this because I know the episode's getting a little bit long-winded, so I don't want it to go too far, but we will try our best here to just quickly do this. So we probably want to be about here. I'd say that's should be fine, and we'll make it a single. We might have to change that bit, definitely. And then we'll call this. We'll go to about here, depending on our trailer length, and we'll save a point here and call it store. Store loose cell, and then we're going to do a loop so they can get back in and out. And we'll take it this way just because I know I'm going to impact on this guy who's heading up very slowly. But at least we got this to try out, so we can test him out with this. And then if we connect it back up from here, there we go. So simple as that. We've now completed that course, and it should sell from there. Just bring that back a bit, make it a little bit more smoother. There we go, that should work better. And then click that to that. That is job done. So we can send this guy back to the store. We'll send him back to grass fields, and then we'll also send back this guy to. No, we don't want you to go to the shop. We want you to go to grass fields. Now, it's interesting to see if he hits the back of this guy because he's going to fly around, but we'll find out. I mean, they might just sit behind him. Hopefully, he'll be patient while we test this out. Because as soon as I know this works, we don't then need to faff about with it. We can just send him back and do a few loops. But I need to set up a waypoint down at the the bunker for it to work properly. But it's typical. We get a load of snow when we need to sell the silage, and we're going to be doing a lot of trips to and from the store. Right, so let's see if this works now. It's definitely this, because I got the trigger pop up when I was driving through to test it out. There we go. Works a treat. Will take a while, but it works a treat. And we got 2,000 for that, so that's not too bad. So now what we need to do is just send this back to... So we just send it back to... We'll send it back to home because it's going to take a while to get there anyway, and we can change it as we get there. Yep, these have got a bit crazy, haven't they? So we don't need this anymore, so we can park this up to the side. There we go. Just stay there. There you go. And then we can modify this, because this guy, obviously, I need to still put that turning point in for the grass field, so I'll make sure to do that soon. Whoa, drifting. Completely drifting. Look at the snow texture on that. It's awesome. It's got some that drops off to the side. That's pretty cool. Right, drop that off. We're going to get this. We're going to modify it again because we have to get the different configuration on this trailer for silage, if I remember. And then we're going to get cracking. We're going to start unloading. We need to get the wheel loader down here as well. That's bad parking. Yeah, we need to get the wheel loader down here and change over to the bucket. So there's plenty to do. So I'll get set up and yeah, we'll get cracking with this because this is a big job. Right, so here we go. I have set up the waypoint just here. Now, I didn't want to try and go out of cow because I keep seeing the flashing. And yeah, look at this bucket. You see that texture? That's an issue with this this mod, unfortunately. So that's why I got rid of the baler, because I was having the same issue with that one. But yeah, well, at least we're loading in now. So we've got obviously quite a few trips to do, but it is all set up. So with me only hauling what 2,000 litres each bucket load, and I've got 220,000 litres to go. I mean, I'm sure you can do the math to realise that that is a fair amount for me to work on. I don't know if I'm going to get it all done in this episode. I am going to try and chip away at it the best I can, just to try and increase the money. But we're already sitting at 40,000, and I think we can make, well, if I needed 100 grand, I could easily do it with the amount of logs that I've got sitting, waiting. But this silage, my aim was to get 50 grand from the silage on hard difficulty, which I think is a pretty good achievement. But we have got all the right equipment now, so there's no reason why we can't. So I just need to fill this load up once, and then I'll set it going. Now I think I have modified it so it's got the silage configuration, but I think it is around the 18,000 mark. Might be a little bit less. I can't remember if it was just a touch less last time than the normal trailer configuration that we use for when we're doing the harvest. We'll find out. We might need to look into next year investing in a bit of a upgrade when it comes to a wheel loader. We'll have a see if there's any good second-hand models, even some mods, either some vintage style, but a bit beefier than this, because I think we need a bigger bucket. We really do. Even though this has been good, I just think we're moving up now, and we've moved up in tractor sizes and stuff like that, so I think it's something we should definitely look into. Got to be close now. I know it doesn't fill up right to the max. It doesn't look like that anyway when it's done. But I will jump in when it's finished. It should just drive off on its own when it hits the 100 anyway, so we'll be able to find out then. But we can jump in and just find out. I think it is a little bit less than 18,000. Or it's the same. So there we go. And as you can see, he's drove off on his own. And if we just jump in quickly, you can see that it's 15,000. So it's not too bad. It's not perfect. Obviously, there's definitely some room. But if we now jump into this, which is obviously got back and got stuck, we can load this up and send this on its way as well. So there we go, that's 11,200. I mean, it would be better if that was... this is the problem I have with the gears. It's just stuck in the reverse 2, but if it goes to... if I manually change it to reverse 2, sorry, not reverse 1, yeah, it seems to work fine. And the gears on this are pretty sticky, let's just say that. But there we go. Anyway, it's all done and all set up. So now we can do the same kind of thing, which is pick up and deliver. We'll tell it to go to the bunker fill point that I've got, and then bale/silage sell point. We're doing silage. Change this here to 99. Apply that, and let's change the loops to just max on that one. And there we go. So that's that done. Now, hopefully, we won't have any issues with them meeting. They probably will, but we'll keep an eye on it. Look at these flashing trees. What's going on? I think it's when the snow appears. For some reason we get some flashing trees. Let's have a quick look before as well. We do a bit of a jump cut just to see where we're at when it comes to volume levels of the silage. We haven't taken much out, it looks. We're 176. Not much. Not much has been taken out, but it's a good thing. It just means we're going to get more money. Right, so we're just about to see and witness the first load and how much it'll bring us. I've just been thinking on the route as well, sitting in with the vehicle, how good it would be to have 2 tractors, 2 trailers, setting up as a 2-way directional route all the way from here to the farm. And that we can properly do this. We really could. I'm glad I have actually sit in, because it's obviously not set up very well for this trailer and tractor. That's because I did it with the loading wagon. So let's try it again. Hopefully now it's got enough room. Yes, it has, just about. I mean, we could probably move that a touch and head it in this direction a bit. I think that's fine. So we got 2,852 from that load. Remember, this is only 15,000 litres. So that's pretty good going. So what I'm going to do now, it's going to be difficult for me to do a montage because I'm obviously going to be loading up. I think it's better for me to just get this done, get as many loads as I can done possible. I'll keep jumping in and out, giving you a bit of an update. But yeah, hopefully by the end we'll be probably better off. I'm looking to be about 60,000 with the extra income that we got from silage, and I'm hoping that in total silage will be 50,000. Right, so welcome back. It is now January day 3. I have done all the silage in the bunker, and it was a mammoth job. It really was. I had to pretty much cut and jump in and out. So this is now another day of me filming this video. It was a big job, it really was, but I got some good money, and that's the main thing. I did actually get, I think I worked out for around £56,000 in total from selling all the silage in the bunker and the bales. So our silage income for the year was 56,000, but we have got these 4 bales that are left in the field. So let's get these sold, and then we can actually come up with a final figure. So with that, we've just pretty much got, for the silage this year, we've got just under 60,000, I'd say. Which again is pretty good income. You can't deny that for on hard difficulty for the one grass field that we've done. I mean, we've done one mow that was silage bales, and then another mow that was bunker. So yeah, overall pretty good work. I mean, we did put a bit extra in the bunker, so from another time we mowed the grass, but that's not too bad. It really isn't. Right, so as you can see, this is the bunker now. This is, yeah, empty, completely empty. We've got a tiny bit of chaff that I picked up at the end. I've kept that in the bucket for when we fill this up. One thing I do want to point out though is the next time round I'm definitely going to start looking at improving on probably the wheel loader. We need to upgrade that. I'm going to try and get myself a bigger trailer, and then I want a much better pickup wagon. I think they're the 3 things I'm going to aim for. From the money we generate in the next year. But overall, pretty good going. Like I said, 80,000 we're sitting at. We got just under 60,000 from silage, so I can't complain at all. It's been a pretty good harvest when it comes to silage. So now we're sitting in the clearing. Obviously, this is some serious work that I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to move all these logs out the way, start coming up with the field boundary that we want for this field that's going to be here. But hopefully, by the time the next video starts, I'll have completed phase 2 of the farm, the build that we want to do. Hopefully I'll get a cow shed, something to do with chickens, maybe another storage shed, and a brand new field to start working on. So I think this is a perfect point for me to end the video on. It has been a proper job, this has, to try and get that silage sold, but I did get it all done in the end. We're sitting nice now at 80,000, and if we take another load of logs, we could be sitting at around 90,000, which is plenty of money for me to do some serious work on this second phase of the build. So thanks for watching, I really do appreciate it. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, because that does help my channel out. And if you're new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more videos just like this one on Farming Simulator.